Hello and welcome back everybody to another one of our videos. My name is Abed, I'm one of the VIP accounts managers at the company, and today we are going to be talking about the biggest winners and losers of the year 2022. Just before we get into it, I would like to remind you guys that if you do like our content and if you want to see more stuff, please do like and subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell so that you can stay updated to our latest videos, and of course, if you have any suggestions, do leave them in the comment section below. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Market's biggest winners and losers for the year of 2022. And of course, we are going to start with the US dollar, the most famous currency. And here we can clearly see, according to this chart from FinViz, that US dollar held its strength in front of all the rest of the currencies, and on the other hand we have the Japanese yen was the biggest loser. We can see here a brief explanation why is that. First of all, we've got the non-farm employment change. Basically it is one of the most important economic reports for the US dollar. It shows you about the employment change, how good the economy is improving, is it not improving, are the people being employed or not, and as well with the non-farm employment change, or the NFP, we also have the unemployment rate, which again in terms shows us if the unemployment rates in the United States is high or low, and obviously we can get a hint if the economy is doing well or not, which in return affects the strength of the US dollar. And now another reason outside of the economy, we also have the Federal Reserve interest rates. Now, at the beginning of 2022, the US dollar started with an interest rate of 0.5%, 0.5%. And then they continued increasing their interest rates, and it ended the year as of now on a 4%. Now, what does that mean according to the chart? How did it change? Let me show you guys. So here we've got the chart for the Euro USD. As you can see, it started the year around this level. It was, the conversion rate was 1.13 cents. And then it went down, as you can see, in a bearish channel to reach the parity level, and it went below the parity level. Most of that was due to the constant increase in the interest rates. Basically, people were looking more to invest in the US dollar due to the high interest rates rather than investing in the euro, which led to this bearish channel. Now, on the other hand, we mentioned that the Japanese yen was the biggest loser in this case. And as we can see here, the Bank of Japan policymakers, they stressed the need to keep monetary policy ultra loose, meaning that they are going to keep the interest rate for their currency at below zero, which is minus 0.10. This is ruling out the possibility of raising interest rates to slow the yen's slump to 32-year lows. Now basically, what is this? Japan's current interest rate is minus 0.10% compared to the US, which is right now is 4%. So if you're going to invest in a currency, obviously you're going to go for a currency that has a high interest rate. As a result, there is less demand for currencies from countries with low rates, and those currencies fall in value, which is basically what happened with the Japanese yen. The weak yen makes everything Japan buys more expensive, and due to that, you can see that the USD JPY rallied 21% year to date. Let me show you an example again on the charts. How does that look like? Now we can see here the opposite of the Euro USD, which started high and went down low. On the USD JPY, it started low, and because of the constant strength of the US dollar and the interest rate and the weakening of the Japanese yen, well, technically now weakening, but they maintained their negative interest rate. Nothing was changing. This led to this rally that happened from the beginning of the year until October, mid-October approximately, of a 21%. And we can see this as well to other currencies that are related to the Japanese yen. Like for example, the Japanese pound, Japanese yen also started low and ended high. The euro against the Japanese yen, again, started low and ended high at the same time. Now, another thing we've got, the live part, which I already showed you. We have now another big gainer in the year 2022 is the oil WTI. Starting the year at $85 a barrel and set a high over $120 in February. As you can see here at the chart, it was here down, started the year at 85 and then went back up to 120. It reached $120 again in May, before slowly going down under 80 in September and then climbing back up over 85, which is currently around, let's see how much it is right now, which is currently around 76. So it is maintaining a level right now lower than or similar to when it started. 75, 85. We've got the crude oil Brent. We can see a very similar movement here as well. It started the year at around 85 and then now it is maintaining a similar level. Okay. Now, why did that happen? Basically, Russia is the world's second largest oil exporter, and due to the conflict, it became one of the leading causes in the oil WTI gains. Analysts expect oil prices to increase next year. For example, we've got JP Morgan predicts Brent will average $90 per barrel in 2023. And Morgan Stanley expects the return of much higher prices mid-year after China ends their lockdown. So this might be something for you to keep an eye out in the year of 2023. Next, we've got the top stock performances for the year 2022 of the S&P 500. Now, as you can see here on this table, all of these companies are energy companies. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. One of the biggest gainers this year was oil. Oil is an energy source. So it makes sense that companies that are related to oil are also benefiting the same way oil is benefiting. And this is something for you to consider, for example, when you're trading on different assets on the platform. One thing you can do, for example, we were looking at the oil, okay? We saw a big movement. We can go to the stocks and we can filter out from here. We go to the energy, we can type it, energy. And we can see here the list of energy. We can select it also, energy. And now we can see, let's remove the search, the list of all the energy assets, all the energy stocks that we have on the platform. And we mentioned, if we go back to the chart, EQT and we've got ExxonMobil, both of these are available on our platform. We've got the EQT here and we've got the ExxonMobil. Here's an example, for example, why they were one of the biggest gainers in the stock market this year. Look where they started at the beginning of the year. It was around $65 per share. And now it's ending the year around $106, $110, around that range per share. And next up, we've got another big loser in the year 2022 is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, the hype that cryptocurrencies held back during the COVID days and after the rally that had happened went up to 46,000. Unfortunately, in the year 2022, it died down. Basically, right now, Bitcoin prices are currently hovering around 17,000, down from a level of $20,000 just a month ago. Still, even at $20,000, that was a far cry from the price of just north of $46,000 that Bitcoin was trading at on the last day of 2021. The strength of the US dollar has hurt both precious metals and cryptos, why buy gold or digital assets when the greenback is proving to be the king of currencies? So this is basically why you can see that on the chart on the currency, the US dollar was gaining so much strength and almost everything against it was losing in its value because investors were going for the strength of the US dollar. So can gold and crypto bounce back? I guess we will figure that out in the next year. Let me show you again finally the Bitcoin here. Here, again, I've marked at the beginning of the year, at this point here, this was at the beginning of the year 2022. Yep, it was hovering around $47,000 per coin, and it went all the way down, and right now it is around $17,000. Now, one thing you can keep in mind, for example, if you're going to look what to trade on in the year 2023, the dollar has gained a lot of interest, a lot of strength over this year, and we've got the midterm elections in the year 2023. Usually when that happens in the midterm elections, it creates a lot of volatility in the financial markets and in the stock market. So you can keep an eye if you want on the US dollar to see if it is going to become weaker, if the stock market is going to go higher, and if Bitcoin is going to rally up back to its place around the $40,000 level. Okay. This is basically it. What to look out for in 2023, as I mentioned. You can keep an eye out on the currencies. We've got the midterm elections and see how that will affect the stock market and the rest of the currencies. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you all the best of luck in the upcoming year, and I hope to see you again on the next videos. Good luck.